Yo, yo, yo.
What's poppin'?
What's good in the hood? We back again with another episode of Brooklyn Boys Radio. Yeah.
Radio.
Out.
I thought you was tired, bro.
I am tired.
So what's all the extra shit?
Because if I don't liven myself up, then you're going to be like, yo, what's wrong with you, man? Yo, why you don't do anything, man? Liven up, man.
That's how I sound?
So I'm trying to liven up, man.
Okay. I just ate some chips. It's sticking to my teeth.
How are ya?
I don't like that. I'm good, bro.
You're really shiny today, bro.
Yeah. Guess I'm in my bad boy era.
Hey.
Shiny suits. You know?
Trick what, lace who? That ain't what Mace do. Got a lot of girls that love to replace you.
Shout out to Woodstack.
Woodstazy.
Shout out to everybody in Woodstack. Dre.
Drazy.
You know what I mean? My man Kev.
Tico forever.
Oh, fuck Tico.
Shanice. Peter. Wappen style.
Yeah. Shout out to Andy, Sonny, the whole team, the whole staff.
Everybody. Shout out
a lot of love. And shout out to the only one clothing brand that they have in here.
Oh, there's only one.
There's only one. I haven't had the only one outfit in a while, but I gotta get something. When they get some new inventory, I'm gonna put some new shit on, you know?
And shout out to Quick Clean Sneaker Wipes. Just want to let y'all know that we are back in stock.
Oh, shit.
No more pre-orders, no more back
Put
stock.
your order in.
Y'all cleaned us out at that Got Soul event, but we are back in stock. So go to www.quickclean.net and get your Quick Clean sneaker wipes.
Get them quick before they go quick, because they go quick.
They go. They go. Photo shoot fresh in a minute or less. How's your weekend, man?
My weekend was actually good, man. I went to Texas this weekend. My brother's baby shower. Shout out to Keenan and his
Ivory Wayans?
and Jules, his lovely lady. They having my baby, my niece. I'm gonna spoil her to death. And yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's good. I saw y'all little baby shower games and all of that. I saw you
They had me playing some.
stick your head through the hole in your little hands.
Yeah. That's somebody else's hands, and they gotta feed you.
That was somebody else's hand.
And they sit behind you, and they put the
So
hand in.
it was a man or a woman that was behind you?
It was my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you wanna play games? It's my mother.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we lost to Sydney and them.
Shout out to mommy.
Yeah, shout out to moms, man. We had a good time. I had a good time. So it was a good time. My nephew was down there, had a good time.
Which one? The crazy one?
The one that beat you in the head.
The crazy one that slapped me in the back of my head?
calling my nephew crazy, man.
Yeah, bro. Listen. That little...
I'm thinking about keeping him for the summer. So he's going to be slapping you a lot.
I just won't be coming to your house. And he got a big head.
I said ain't big.
Yeah, he had a big head. Bro.
Nah, he ain't said ain't big. Get out of here, man. This shit is crazy. I'd have told you said it was big.
Yo.
I had a good time down there, man.
That's
Shout out to
good.
all my brothers, B.O., Jabron, Keenan. Shout out to all my brothers that was down there, man. We had a good time, really had a good time.
It's nice to get together with family.
Yeah, it was nice. My niece got to come. She went away to medical school, so she got to make it down there. And shout out to God for getting everybody there safe and back home safely, man. Big shout out to
G-O-D.
up above, because he got everybody safely down there. And with the weather being crazy, you know what I'm saying? New York, they said it's been colder than Alaska some of these days. So I missed some of the 4-degree days that y'all had down here, because I was in Texas. But Texas was cold too. All across the state is cold. Matter of fact, I'm going to Mexico tomorrow. And Mexico ain't even 80 degrees. It's like 78.
Well, 78
75.
after leaving here is like 90.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what people keep telling me. Hope it's warm enough to go in the water. We'll see.
You'll be all right, man.
And then I come back and I got to go to Colombia, and it's cold there too.
You'll be all right.
The whole world is cold. You see Russia?
Yeah, I seen that with the big snowfall.
Big snowfall.
I think that was all AI, bro. They got like
they had
snow piled up like higher than the buildings and all that.
They said it's not AI. What's happening It was a very big snowstorm, but it's also the wind and how the wind is blowing the snow. So people are
So
really
the wind is blowing the snow. That sounds sexual.
I don't even know how your mind got there, but okay. but they saying that people, they had to give a government advisory, like a news advisory, telling people to stop jumping out the window. Cause people just jumping out the windows
And
into
sliding
the snow.
down the snow.
No, jumping out. Nah, that's AI. The slide thing is AI. But people jumping out the window into the snow, like from the 3rd floor and the 4th floor, that's real. So the reason why they had to give advisory because they's like, yo, there's fence, there's sharp objects underneath the snow, and they don't want nobody to be impaled by jumping into the snow. And I said, yo, something going on, man. The whole earth is cold. Like everywhere you go, the temperatures. I was talking to my boy in Jamaica the other day. He was like, yo, we had 70 degrees. They had almost a 69-degree day. It's like, what?
Well, just like Florida, they're saying the iguanas are falling out the trees because the temperature's dropping so low that they're literally going to like freezing and just dropping.
Yo, so crazy. I saw something so sad. The nigga, because the iguanas are not actually dead. They picking them up.
Yeah.
So one nigga was like, yo, well, I'm gonna make a taco out of this one.
I saw that, and I saw another dude that made a pizza. Took it to the pizzeria, and then
he opened he killed the iguana, opened it up. It had 20 baby eggs in there.
I saw that. And he made the tacos.
And made the tacos and made the sauce for the tacos.
Out of the eggs.
Out of the egg. I said, yo, this nigga's
What's wrong with that?
diabolical. I don't know. I just thought it was ill. Like, I said we kill animals all the time.
I was just about to say.
I know, but it was just diabolical. The nigga, he wasn't hunting. The shit just fell out of the tree. Wake the nigga back up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
and it was one of the real ones.
He woke up in a taco, bro.
Shit.
That's life.
That shit is crazy.
But why is that any crazier than eating chicken or eating pork or
I'm not
eating
saying
beef?
it wasn't. I'm not saying that it's not. I just thought the idea, the nigga.
I think it's just the fact that the chicken pops up on your plate, the oxtail pops up on your plate, but you don't have to watch anybody, kill it.
That nigga, and they usually catch it and run behind it. So this nigga just caught the nigga. He fell out.
Yeah, because they had piles of them.
Yeah.
Like,
and the one that he had was like some real green one that's like, it's what you call it? What's that? It's endangered and shit like that. So he said, "No, I'm gonna make a taco out of this shit and a sauce out the eggs."
Speaking of endangered, so my lady's birthday was Friday, and I took her to like this place where we got to spend the weekend with like tigers. And one of the tigers, there were 3 different types of tigers. There was a Bengal tiger, there was the white snow tiger, and there was another tiger that I had to look up because the tiger was like, the color was so weird, like it looked like a stuffed animal. It's called a golden tabby. And when I looked it up, there's fewer than 30 of them in the entire world because they're like an endangered species. But it's like this dope ass golden color. Like I've never seen a tiger that color before. And when I saw it, I was like this tiger is like special. But yeah, dope place, man, called the Haven of the Wild. And you get to spend the entire weekend, or your entire stay. Well, like tigers, it's literally like they're in your backyard and your room has like floor-to-ceiling windows and you have your choice whether you want tigers or whether you want lions. On one side is tigers, the other side is lions. And I think it was just magical for me. The most enjoyable part was just watching my lady like transform into a kid. And when I say this because like she was like talking to like these tigers like, and she was so excited, like she was jumping up and down like a child.
Niggas in the ass.
No, but the crazy thing was like they were play fighting, and they're so big and heavy, and they would like crash into the glass. And I told her at one point, I was like, yo, look, man, if the glass breaks, just go in the bathroom, lock the door. I'll take care of the rest, man.
This nigga's an asshole. I hope they would bitch your ass. Niggas be playing around with nature's animals. I don't play with nature's animals, bro. Be seeing people do all kind of crazy shit. Some shit I ain't playing with, my nigga. Nigga told me go go to this tiger thing and they tranquilize the tigers for you to take pictures.
Nah, I don't want to do
Not
that.
me.
That's different. I need a sheet of glass in between me and the Tigers.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
be
good.
all right.
I'm glad you enjoyed the tigers, and I'm glad the tigers didn't enjoy y'all. You know what I'm saying?
It was dope. It was dope.
They could have took a bite right out of you. You know what I mean? And said it's great.
Tony, the Tiger.
Yeah. But yeah, that was it, man. That's my weekend, and yeah, and I'm here. Let's jump into some of these topics. Shame on you.
Do you know topics are like toothpicks without the TH?
I can't see. Oh, I can't see nothing here, man. I gotta start bringing my readers here. I saw this stupid thing. I'm gonna talk about this real quick because it was just dumb. I saw this guy, and I hope it was a skit. But I'm talking about this because I see a lot of you niggas is out here and y'all weirdos. And I be hearing about a lot of your weirdos fetishes and functions when you're out here. And y'all make niggas like me look crazy. And women start looking at this feeling crazy and they talk about they don't feel safe. I need you weird niggas to stop being fucking weird when you outside with these women, please. So dude was on a date with a girl. He told her, yo, you should have told me that you had your period before you came on the date. Because you basically just messing up this whole date because you had your period on our first date.
I saw that. Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I understood why he said it because he probably trying to get he want to spend his money. He want to
Yeah,
ensure
but she doesn't have to tell you
yeah, but
that.
she don't have to tell you that. I don't even know how that topic even came up. Like,
but that's the entitlement, bro, of these people these days. Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I didn't understand, homeboy. Like, that was super duper
Corny.
immature,
It was lame.
uncalled for, and yeah, you're a bird for that. Like, I don't even understand, man. And if you want to ask her, it's like it's ways you could get to that conversation indirectly before y'all even went out. It's creative ways. Be creative. That shit was no coof involved. You sat in the car with her and was arguing with her about her ministry. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, y'all niggas gotta stop being stupid, bro.
But I really think, like, and I'm realizing that just going through comments on social media and seeing men's perspective on certain things, man, I just really realized that most of these males out here have no idea of what it is to be a man, bro. Like it's like they try their hardest to be what they think a man is, and a lot of times it's just about being too cool for school. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I really feel like, yo, bro, things are getting worse and worse and worse.
I feel like
man.
there's a lot of brokenness, you know what I'm saying, on male and female parts. I think the game is just twisted. Everybody's at each other's throat. Even us sometimes when we come on here, I feel like we get at the females a little hard. But I also feel like there's good criticism and there's bad criticism. And I think sometimes the stuff that I be hearing that women go through, I have to acknowledge some of the creep shit that niggas be doing.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? A girl was telling me the other day she had went out on her first date with a guy, and he went in for the hug, and he just grabbed a handful of her ass with both of his hands.
Which is crazy.
Right? And she's like, yo, but I didn't even do nothing to warrant that. I just gave him a hug to say goodbye. I didn't kiss him, nothing. And he was like, he told her, yo, you know I had to grab that, right? And he was like, yo, what kind of underwear you got on? I said, I've never asked a woman, like, that I just met, we going on a date, yo, what kind of underwear you on? And because he said he must have felt like the triangle in the back of her drawers and whatever she had on. And he was like, yo, what kind of underwear you got on? And grabbed a handful of her ass and shit. And I was like, yo, niggas is crazy, bro.
You know what's
Y'all dudes got to chill out, bro.
You know what's so crazy? I saw a young lady who posted something on Instagram, and she was literally like talking, and she was at the point of tears, and she was just talking about how she went. This guy she had met, dude was super interested in her, asked her out. They went to, not nothing fancy. They went to a regular restaurant. They ate, they talked, whatever. And at the end of the date, like, he told her, like, okay, I need you to pay half the bill. And, like, she was literally crying, explaining the story. And she was just like, it has nothing to do with me paying half the bill. It's just I'm just so tired of men not being men. Like this is a man who pursued me, who told me like he was really interested in me. He really wanted to go out with me. And for you to ask me out and for you to not even care what I think enough of you to even pay for the like and usually, usually I'm going not even against the ladies, but usually I'm challenging them. But so I can understand where she's coming from because if I pursue a woman and I ask her out and I'm like, and I'm really like, yeah, yeah, come out. I want you to come out with me, blah blah. Bro, I don't understand why the hell I'm gonna ask her to. Like, it's
Well,
weird to
I've never
me.
asked a woman to pay a bill or a date for a bill ever. I've been taken out before, but I've never
Of
asked a
course,
woman to go,
but
to have.
especially if you were the one that
Hey,
asked her
ask out.
out.
Yeah, I'm never gonna do that.
Like,
So that was kind of lame on his part. But I also, I also want to hold the ladies accountable too, because what I see and I hear all these horror stories. What I do see, I feel like y'all picking the wrong niggas. Y'all picking the wrong gentlemen to be with. Y'all picking the wrong men to share your life with or to share your body with. And y'all continuously pick him for whatever reason. I don't know if he look a certain way or
look good on paper.
he looked good in your way or he got a nice car, he got a nice, and y'all don't take the time out to really understand because that shouldn't have happened to her, right?
That's
Like
crazy.
like that conversation should have been pre-had before y'all even went out. And I'm not saying that you had to be indignant about it and go like you better be paying for the bill. I just you should have had an idea or inkling who that person was
Yeah,
before
but,
you went
but
out.
but when you're talking about a first date, that's not necessarily the case because
Nah, son, because I think
sometimes because you know
I be
what?
doing checks and balances
I,
when
I,
I'm on the phone. I be
I
talking.
understand, but
Yeah, I
but
be checking
there's
the
but
balances.
there's
So,
there's there's different paths to get to a first date, right? Sometimes you meet the person, y'all exchange numbers, y'all speak on the phone for a week or two, but then sometimes, let's be honest, you might meet somebody and just be like, "Yo, let's go out tomorrow."
yeah, but I'm going by her case. You said he pursued her for a while.
No, she said that he was really interested and he kept
Ask her,
asking.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that means they talked for a while. My thing is that you should have an idea of who you was dealing with, what you was dealing
Yeah,
with.
but let's be honest. People don't always,
Yeah, you're right. People
present who they are
don't
from the
present who they
jump.
are. Now, I totally get that. I'm just saying, man, it's unfortunate. I just think that, we got to pick better. I see a lot of girls that be hurt and be broken, and, especially the girls with the baby fathers and shit like that. And I'm be like, yo, you didn't know who you was having the baby with? Why you chose that person to have the baby with? Like,
Listen, I'll be the first to say, because I've had it happen to me, yo, bruh, person can show you one face, and the second that child is born, they could totally switch up on you, bro. Like,
no, I'm not disagreeing with that. I totally agree with that. But I just feel like there's something in a person's life to show you who and what they are. I don't know, and if you didn't see it, that means you wasn't looking for it. That means you was too much in like sometime or too much in awe, whatever it was, because people show you who they are, Mo. It's just that a lot of times we be so much
yo,
in
you,
like
you throw
we
a
don't pay
blind eye, you
attention.
throw a blind eye to it.
Yeah, you like, oh, he ain't gonna do that to me, or she ain't doing that. You know what I mean? You seen her balk on her mother crazy and do something crazy, and you be like, yeah, she cool. She ain't doing that to me. And then when she finally get the courage or it's time for the disrespect to come and she throw it your way, you like, what? She did what? Yeah, but you seen who she was. You went to a store with her, and the way she talked to people in the store, the way she handled somebody, and you be like, yo, I didn't even know that was in you. So yeah, it's crazy. You know what I mean? So we just gotta choose better men and women. You know what I
Yo,
mean? But
guys,
guys,
man,
stop being
just
suckers, man.
guys, man, just I don't know, man. Go watch Gladiator. Go watch go watch some of these man movies, man, and really understand the principles of what being a man is. And and it's not about because I think a lot of these dudes just it's about what they look like or what it's seen. It's not about that. It's not about what you look like in the light. It's about what you do in the dark,
Yeah,
bro.
and your type is not always for you. Your type that you got in your head, oh, this is my type. You expecting somebody? Oh. Yeah, so your type is not is not always for you. It's not always your type. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you be like, yo, I like this
That's
type of
my
person.
type. That's my type.
Yeah, but your type, you got to also be a type in the personality department too. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a type in the morals department too.
But see, but that's the thing. They don't prioritize integrity and character as much as they do finances. That's part of the problem too.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely got to do that, man. You got to be aware of also what your type is in those areas, not just on the outside, or not just because he got a bag, or you know what I'm saying, he got a nice.
He got a nice car.
Yeah, that can't be your type.
He fly.
Oh, he's 6 feet tall. Like that can't be your type. That can't be. You shouldn't be starting those places. And men, the same thing for the men. You can't. Well, she got a fat ass. BVD told us a long time ago, don't trust a big butt and a smile.
Yeah,
right?
and guess
That
what?
shit'll get you in trouble.
The statistics prove it, because, as much as people say black men run around having kids, the truth is 45% of black men are childless. So if 45% of black men have no children, then that means, and I think, 70% of black women have kids. So that means that these women are constantly having children with the same men. So it's the dudes that got 3 different kids, 4 different kids, 5 different kids by 5 different mothers. And y'all are choosing to constantly keep having kids with these same guys.
Yeah, so you got to be mindful, man. You got to be mindful.
Mindful.
Be more careful. Well, in some celebrity news, I seen this thing with Tracy Morgan the other day. Basically, he was coming out of, I think, the Knicks game, or I think he was coming out of one of the games, and he saw an old classmate from back in the day, and the guy was homeless, evidently homeless, and he was like, "Yo, Tracy, man, yo, give me something to eat. Like, give me something to eat."
He wasn't saying it like that, bro.
No, he said, "Could you give me something to eat?"
The energy he was saying. First of all,
I didn't have no problem with
it. It was an old foe. It was somebody that he didn't F with, that didn't F with him.
No. It was a guy that used to bully him when he was a kid.
Yeah, somebody he didn't mess with.
Yeah, a guy that used to bully him when he was a child. And Tracy basically was like, "I remember how you used to treat me when I was younger, and it's not my fault you homeless. It's not my fault you ain't got no food."
Keep the same energy.
For me, I just highly disagree with Mo, man. Like, for me, I'm too blessed for that type of shit. One thing I would never do is not feed somebody. I don't know. Now, you ask me for money and shit like that, for a meal.
Yo, bro, dude was asking mad aggressive.
I don't think he was asking that.
No, listen,
that's
you need to go back and watch the video
5-6
because the
times.
way the dude came across was as if he was utilizing the fact that the cameras was on, like as if Tracy has to do it.
I didn't take it like that. I thought, and Tracy, guess what? Even if he was aggressive, Tracy being the oldest statesman, being the nigga in high position, the nigga being the nigga in high position, sometimes you gotta take the high road, bro. I don't have a problem. Me personally,
that just wasn't one of those moments to take.
I hear you, man. Me, I don't have that. I don't have that type of disdain for people, especially.
But I don't think that has to do with the disdain.
No, it had to, because he said it. I remember how you used to treat me. I remember you used to bully me. He said those words out of his mouth.
And he was still speaking to him crazy.
Listen, he was not speaking. He was like, and the guy humbled. As soon as Tracy checked him the first time, the guy humbled himself. And he was like, "Yo, come on, man, I'm homeless." And then Tracy said,
I didn't see that.
Tracy was like, "That ain't my fault. I take care of my family." Said like, I hear you, man. Sometimes I'm not stooping low as somebody else, bro. Like,
but how's that stooping low? First of all, Tracy doesn't have to do anything for anyone.
But I feel like it's a better world when you. I think it's more of a flex when you go, "Yo, you want something to eat here? Get that nigga something to eat." More of a flex for that. Just like I seen a lady on the train do the same shit. She was on Instagram. I seen on the train. She was stupid for even taping herself and putting the tape out. She sees some lady on the train. She's like, "Yo, you put how much trauma you gave me? I often said, if I ever saw you, what would I do if I saw you?" And so she snuffed the lady and stole her bag.
Oh, I saw that.
Right?
Was that real?
It looked like it was real to me.
I don't think that was real.
It looked like it was real to me. And I'm like, I don't know, man. If it wasn't no sexual abuse and no crazy shit like that, like a bully, somebody bullying you, teasing you and shit like, I don't know, man.
I mean, I guess we could just agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, the way dude was coming off, I just felt it was disrespectful and it was mad aggressive. Hold on. I just really feel like he was coming off like as if he thought that because the cameras around, that all these people were around.
See, you read that situation. I felt like, see, the difference is, I feel like the dude was trying to get his attention. It was too many cameras around, and he was trying to be loud enough to get Tracy's attention because he kept going, hey, hey, and he couldn't hit, he didn't hear the nigga. And finally, when he got his attention, it just sounded like that.
Yo,
that was it. It was 100 people out around it.
Let me tell you what I always tell my friends, right? I will never change. And I need you to understand that I will never change means that if I effed with you, I'm always going to F with you. And if I didn't F with you, I'm not going to F with you, bro. Like I hate when people do that. It's like when you come into success, the dudes that never spoke to you, the dudes that didn't like you, all of a sudden now when they come up to you like, yo, what up? And you look at them like they crazy. They're like, oh, now he think he all of that. He changed. Nah, bro. You hold on. You changed because you didn't mess with me.
You're talking about two different things, though. I'm talking about a homeless nigga that was asking for food.
The homeless nigga's the same nigga that didn't F with him.
Listen,
what does that mean, bro?
For me, I already won. You homeless, you asking for food.
It's not about winning.
Listen, for me, I don't have a problem feeding a nigga Mo. Like
I don't either.
We gonna look at it differently.
Yo, bro. And that's okay.
Listen, I don't gotta stoop to his level where he was. What he used to do and how he used to move. I'm better than you. I ain't gotta stoop to that level. For me, yo, one of my assistants, yo, y'all get him something to eat. Let's
and you
go.
know what's so crazy?
And then we can walk away.
What's crazy is I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. I'm always about looking out no matter what. If I have the means to make someone's life easier, I'm always with the same. But all I'm saying is in Tracy Morgan's situation, I don't knock him. I don't think he's wrong. I mean, it may not necessarily be what I would have done, but I don't think he's wrong. Because he's not, he doesn't have to take care of anyone. You understand where I'm coming from? And I'm sure that there are many people in his life that he take care of. I'm sure that there are many people who, had they came to him, he would have made sure that they were good, but just not in that situation. And guess what? He's human. He has that right. He doesn't have to do it 100% of the time. So I'm not going to knock him for not doing it this time.
Like I said, me, I'd have fed him. Hear all that shit you saying, I'd have fed him. Give a nigga something to eat. You probably want to get him no bread, I gave him
all right, so after this, could you buy me something to eat?
I don't fuck with you, nigga.
That's crazy. You see? You see? Crazy.
Fuck out of here.
So after this, you can't give me something to eat?
Nah, I don't fuck with you. Starved, nigga. Fuck out of here. Homeless bastard.
See? Nigga just called me homeless. Wow.
Now he don't like give him taste his own medicine. Anyway, I was watching this. I don't know if you saw a couple. Cam, shout out to Cam Raw, man. You put out a couple of good pieces the last couple. There's so many things I could talk about Cam. It's just too much. I'll come back on another episode and talk about Cam. Cam gave some good stuff the last couple of days, you know what I mean? I don't always agree with the nigga be saying sometimes, but I do agree a lot of the time. So, and I think I find him genuinely entertaining when he's talking his shit. So, you know what I mean? But the nigga said he was arguing with like his ex-girl. I don't know if you saw the clip.
I saw it.
And basically he was like, yo, she was going back and forth, and she was basically asking him like, yo, you don't think it's a man's job to provide and protect? So you think if your man is if a man is sleeping with your daughter, you don't think it's your job? He said, I ain't sleeping with my daughter. Why would I sleep with my daughter? Like, and she's like, yeah. So that's what you teach your daughter. Anybody she's sleeping with. And that had bothered me so much when she said that, because if that's your standard, love,
you're teaching your child to be a.
If that's your standard, why you fucking with a nigga that wouldn't provide and protect for you if that's the way you feel? And he was like, look, I don't believe in giving my woman anything. He said, I believe in investing in my woman. So basically, he's like, why you invest me? Because you was a bad investment. So, but he was saying that he had told her, basically, she had like an apartment she was trying to get. Cost like a couple $100,000 or $100,000, something like that. And he was like, yo, this is not a great place. It had mad work to do. Ceiling was fucked up. Things was messed up with it. And he kept telling her no. And she must have got the place, and the place was a dud, basically.
It was a money pit.
It was a money pit. She kept putting money into it. And now when he was like, I don't remember, but she could have came back to me. She basically was asking him for help, and he was putting her through.
And he said no.
He putting her through the ringer because he was like, yo, I told you not to do it.
And you agree with this?
And then you went to go do it, and now you want me to basically
And you agree with this?
take it out.
And you agree with it?
What?
You agree with it?
Well, him not putting more money into it and giving her more money?
No, he didn't give her any money at all.
Yeah.
But you agree with it.
I
So
agree.
you don't agree with Tracy Morgan
No, the homeless
not
nigga-
giving money to the guy that bullied him, but you agree with Cam not giving his woman. No, I'm just curious.
No, hold up.
No,
See,
I'm
you
just
try to put us. The nigga was homeless. There's the difference. Meaning that you don't have a place to provide or eat or do anything.
She didn't have a place either. The roof was no good.
Listen, I told you not to buy it. I told you not to get it.
And
hold up,
and Tracy told Duke stop bullying him.
Listen. No, it's two different things. Whatever, Mo. I told you not to get this place, and now you want me to help you to get out of something that I told you not to do. Which we see that a lot of times. People want bailouts, and they don't want to listen in the beginning, but then you want me to bail you out.
Wall Street got a bailout.
Huh?
And ain't nobody tell them to do the things they did.
Yeah, but guess what? They give back the government some money and hit them back off. You know what I'm saying? They give us some money in the back room. You know what I mean? But now I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I also
do too.
Also get back the fact like, yo, you're a bad investment. I can't keep following you around and keep dumping money into you.
Especially if you don't listen.
If you're not gonna take the advice that I'm giving you.
Especially if you don't. I'll be honest with you. There is nothing in the world that annoys me more than a woman who does not listen. And when I say that does not listen, I'm not talking about control. I'm not talking about her having to do what you say. I'm talking about when you come to her with logical advice and everything you're saying makes perfect sense. And she's like, what you're saying makes perfect sense, but I'm going to do the other thing anyway because that's what I want to do. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, nothing annoys me because it's like, how can I really be with you and deal with you? Because at the end of the day, you are an investment. You are an investment of my time. You are an investment of my resources. You are an investment of my life energy. And if I cannot guide you, especially with things that I'm well informed on, right? A lot of times you want to delve into real estate and you're dealing with a man that has purchased multiple properties and he tells you this isn't a wise investment. And you're like, well, this is what I want to do, so I'm going to do it anyway.
Listen. Like I said to you, I totally agree with that. You know what I hate more? I give a woman one shot, 2 shots, even 3. And if by the 3rd time I told you something and it came back to bite you in your ass and you didn't, whatever, you went against what I said and it came back to bite you in the ass, if you ain't going to listen to me, I'm not talking no more. And I'm going to help you get out of the first 2 or 3 jams, right? All right, cool, I told you. I'm going to be kind and go, like, but it's a point where I shut down. Because I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of helping. Because every time I tell you something, you go off and do what you want to do.
But see,
then it don't work out. And then you come back to me and go, yo, I'm not telling you I told you so. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just not doing it no more. You can take those ventures on yourself. And we're going to have a type of relationship where we're going to get up and do the fun things that we like to do, whether that's having some great sex or eating some food together and everything else. I'm going to let it fall by the wayside. But you know what you're going to call me after that? Oh, he don't want to do nothing for me. You're going to be mad. Listen, when I tried to help out, when I tried to give you advice, when I tried to be there, when I tried to point you in the right direction, you didn't want to listen. And I came to you several different times on several different occasions. At some point, I'm like, let's shorty go do what she got to go do first.
And that's because I just read something that there's certain people who literally will always decide opposite of what you tell them because of the fact that you told them. And they just don't want to do what someone else said. And it's like they just have this control thing in their mind where the second you advise them of anything, they feel like it's taking away from their control and their autonomy of themselves, and they look at it as a challenge. So whether you're right or wrong, they're just always going to choose to do the opposite.
Funny as you said, I saw this thing that this guy was saying, it don't matter how you tell somebody. You could tell them at the top of your lungs.
If they want to understand, they're going to look to understand. And if they don't,
if you could tell them at the calmest you ever told them, break it down to them in layman's terms, If they want to understand you,
They're gonna look to understand.
yeah, they understand you. If they don't want to understand, they're not gonna understand you. So I'm not forcing, somebody to make they say bring the horse to the water. I'm not forcing it to drink. A couple of times I'm gonna bring you to the water. Come on, I'm gonna try to feed it to you and give it to you. But if you ain't taking it, bro, we cool in that department. And I'm not mad at Cam. I'm not investing into anyone that's gonna be a bad investment. That I'm just gonna keep dumping money into, keep dumping money into, keep dumping.
You won't dump money, but you'll dump something else into them, though.
Into who?
Into them. Into.
Oh, I thought you said something else. Yes, into them. I had to make sure because you a riot.
This guy's crazy.
Let me ask you a question, Mo, in your opinion. I already know what you're gonna say because you just an arrogant nigga. But anyway, what age you think men truly mature?
Whew. Are we talking about in general, or are we talking about in these days and times?
In general.
I think there's an age men are supposed to mature. I don't think that all men mature at the same age, because I
If
think.
you have to give an average, what average age you think men really truly come into their
And this is why I'm asking these days. I mean, I guess the only thing I could answer for is these days and times, because what it used to be 20 years ago isn't what it is
All right,
anymore.
when you was coming up, nigga.
When I was coming up, I think men matured by like 25 to 30 years old.
Okay. I put a guy I thought Mo gonna say out the womb because you know how he got that.
No, and
I was born mature.
And it's sad because these days, I think men at 35 are like men in their early 20s.
I think our parents coddle us a lot, but I do believe that by the time you about 25, 30 years old, I didn't think I was an adult till I was 30. Like when I got 30, it's like life just changed. Life got serious. You know what I mean? Me wanting to go to the club and party all the time and be like life was life, and I had to pay a mortgage by the time I was 30. And my daughter, she wasn't an infant anymore. I had to watch certain things that I did because I have, a 7, 8-year-old really like daddy. You know what I'm saying? And she's talking to me, not her mother talking to me. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Matrix happened. Like, I think the Neo moment happens, right? I think you take that pill where by the time you get 30, you start seeing life differently. You start playing the game differently. You start to understand, like your brain clicks over.
But that's for the men who care.
Well, for
That's
me, that's
the
when
thing.
it happened. Like, I had to start putting my priorities in order by the time I was 30. And I had to start going, all the childish shit that I was doing, I had to put it aside. All the reckless things I was willing to take risks on, I had to go, I can't take those
Can I be honest with you? And not to blame Jay-Z, but I think one of the worst things that could have happened was that Jay said 30 is the new 20, bro. And I'm going to be totally honest with you. I feel like it's, and I'm not going to just put that on Jay because it has nothing to do with Jay, but I really feel like 30 is the new 20. And I think dudes at 35 acting like they're 23 years old, man.
Yeah, and I also feel like in the newer generation, I feel like there was a lot of single moms. There were single moms when we grew up. Our moms were single mothers.
But they were different type of single mother.
They required certain things in us.
They were a different type of
Right?
single mother.
These single mothers don't really require anything for their kid to do. And this bleeds into one of the topics I had. So it was a lady, and I'm going to tell you what I mean by this. This was a lady online, and she said basically her son got his first job, he's 17, and he got to pay $500 a month, and he got to pay his own phone bill.
And the comments were crazy.
And the comments was like, oh, you can't pay your own rent, you this and you that, and you this and you that, and you this and you that. Now, I will agree, $500
It's a little excessive.
Little excessive, right? For a 17-year-old. But
Especially since it's his first job.
But I don't disagree about the precedent that it sets, that she was trying to set. You know, I was 19, and my mom was like, yo, I was my baby mom's, before she was my baby mother, we was living in the house together. My mom was like, yo, no grown man gonna be living in my house with no woman.
Uh-huh.
She had a house. They built an apartment in the basement and said, you gotta get out. She didn't give me that apartment for free. I had to pay her $400 a month for it, right? And I had to pay that. But before I even left her house, it was mandatory that we pay the light bill, my brother and I, and pay the cable bill, right? Like you had to do that. And for me, that was setting the precedent to manhood. Like, yo, when you become a man and you have a job, you can't just now take that job money and just splurge it on whatever you want. No,
Yeah,
have
you
to
can't
have
just spend it on
priorities,
you.
right? Your priorities have to be straight. And you gotta make sure shit is right at this house. If y'all wanna use this telephone, if y'all wanna watch this cable, y'all paying the bill. And I don't have a problem with setting that bill, setting that precedent. But I think a lot of times, women these days, if you go through that comment, they want to coddle these little niggas, and they don't understand why men act the way they act. A lot of times we was out of our house, like I said, I was out of my house at 19. A lot of these dudes ain't leaving their house till like 30, 35 years old. You know what I'm saying to you? So, and it's different if you in the crib and you taking care of your moms or, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah, and I don't think you gotta
and I don't
toss
have a
your
problem with
kids
that.
out.
But kids are just living at home and not doing anything. They're
Bed
not
rotting.
contributing.
Bed rotting.
Yeah, they say that too. But they're not contributing anything into the household. If you live somewhere and you 25, you got to be contributing. You should be contributing. You should be helping your moms. If you 20,
Or your pops.
or your dad, if you 20-something years old, you should be paying the bill if you got a job. You should be going, yo, here goes some money from a light bill. Your mother and father shouldn't even be asking you that shit. Right? They shouldn't even have to ask you that shit. You should be setting the precedent for yourself. So when you get out of your house, out of that situation, out of your mom's crib, you already in a mindset where, oh, bills got to be paid. Priorities got to be taken care of. So all you young people out there that just living in your mom's or your grandmother's crib or whatever you're doing, if you got a job, you should be putting something towards that household. And I don't care if the house, because a lot of you motherfuckers, oh, they on Section 8. Oh, they got this. They getting well. That's none of your business. You should be contributing. You should be buying groceries. Don't
You
come
still
to
getting
crib-
free room and
Oh,
board.
yeah, you should. So you won't be on Section 8. You know what I'm saying? They going, oh, she on Section 8. Well, you ain't on Section 8. You want to live like you on Section 8? So put yourself in a position to perform.
Yeah,
and pay something.
Your parents are on Section 8, which means Section 8 pays for their rent, not yours.
Yeah, you should be contributing without anybody telling you to contribute.
But then again, so here's the question. So what if the parents are on Section 8 and the child is on their Section 8 and now they want the child to pay rent? Do you think that's fair?
They don't have to pay rent, but they should be paying the light bill. They should still be paying something else. So what? That's like you asking me, you got a store. I work for you in the store. Should I be giving, so because you work for me in the store, should I give you all the clothes for free?
No, it's not the same. It's like so let's say the parent has EBT.
Yeah. And you on
And
EBT.
the child is on.
That's that parent's business.
Hold on, and the child is on the EBT, but now the child starts working, and the parent is saying, "Okay, but you should give me money every week for groceries."
That's the parent's business, though. See, that's.
But if the child is on the EBT, there's a
go get your
portion
own-
of
no.
that. There's a portion of that money that's because
Yo,
of that
Mo,
child,
listen.
isn't it?
No, I don't agree with that. That's set up because that parent went out there and went to go set it up however they set it up at, right? That's that parent shit. That's how they set it up. That's
So
not
even
your
though
business.
even though if
If
they
the parent-
even
if
though
the
if
kid
they even if the parent takes the child off, the parent will get less.
if the parent get less, then the child, at 18 with EBT, from what I remember, that kid they use EBT makes them go get their own shit. At some point, EBT makes them go get if I remember correctly, they make them go get their own shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay on especially if you're not in school or nothing like that. You got to go out there and go get your own shit. Or they take you off the claim as soon as you start working anyway. You know what I mean? You can't be on it anyway. So I don't think that's their business.
No, it's just a question.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
just
think
a
that's their business. I think if you want to be independent, for me, I'm never screaming about the EBT or the food stamps. I'm never screaming about that. Because I want to be my own man. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, though. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm never going, your mom is getting this, and I'm on this. I'm trying to do my own thing, bro. I don't even want to live like that. And I think too many people get comfortable in living like that. And that's like watching somebody else's pockets. That's what they set up. Now, if you don't want to be a part of that setup and you of age, then take yourself off of that and take yourself out that crib. but they don't want to give up that shit neither. That's all I'm saying. So, it is what it is, man. But I think men mature around 30 years old. I would say,
Not these days.
well, yeah, you're right. Not these days, but back in the days, I'll tell you about 30 years old niggas.
Yeah, I
really.
mean, back in the days, a 30-year-old was a grown-ass man with responsibilities. Like, nowadays, no.
Quick question. I saw this the other day.
Quick answer.
Quick question. And I know your answer gonna probably be a little bit different than mine.
This guy always know my answer.
Yeah,
Lord.
because I know you, nigga. I was watching this girl. It actually was a husband and wife.
What do you mean, watching like stalking?
Oh, shut the hell up.
Oh,
it was a husband and wife, and they were basically talking about how they got married, and she was like, "Yo, he was my best friend, and I didn't know why he wanted to get with me. Like why guys always gotta be don't want to be in the friend zone. They just gotta ease their way out of the friend zone." And he was like, "Yeah, but you was at my house every day.
Oh, I saw
Right?
that.
You was sleeping in the bed. You was eating my food.
Eating the food. And
Like,
I left a comment under that.
right? So, do you think it's okay for men to pursue a friend outside of the friend zone? Is that a issue?
In a situation like that, I think it's only right, to be honest with you. Because I had actually left a comment under that post stating that I commend that man for having the courage to stop allowing this woman to use him. No, in all honesty,
She
because
was eating his food, right? Every day.
because you have to understand that situation is an ideal situation for a woman, right? Where she's coming through, she's using your space, she's eating your food. I'm sure she's emotionally dumping on you because any issue she has, she's venting to you, right? So at the end of the day, she's getting everything from you, but she's not obligated to give you anything back.
And I think a lot of women don't
You know what I
understand
mean?
that.
Like, she's not obligated to give you anything back. She's using everything of yours. And I'm not just talking about space or resources. I'm talking about just your energy. And she's not, and it's not, I didn't say that she wasn't giving anything back. I'm sure that he could vent to her. I'm sure that she would cook for him there and there, but she's not obligated to give you anything back.
Listen, but they say why milk the cow if you can get
Yeah, why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? Exactly.
Get the milk for free, right? And a lot of women, I don't think they understand this. First two things. The more time you spend with somebody, the more time sometimes, especially for men, you start to see them in a different light, right? And you go, you start seeing her like, I like her, man. Like, she cool, like, and we cool. And you start looking at your other relationships and they not going well and shit not crazy. But every time you get with this particular person, y'all have the greatest of times together, right? Two, you got to understand he's your homeboy. But if he's your homeboy and you seeing him every couple of weeks or every couple of months, that's different, right? Y'all hang out 2-3 times a year, that's different. But if you seeing this man every single day, y'all talking like, he's not your girlfriend, bro. He's not one of your home girls. You know what I'm saying to you? He is a man, and he is going to try to push up on you at some point because y'all in each other's space at all times. And like Mo said, you're mostly dumping everything on that person. You telling him all your business, all the detail, and he's giving you all the answers, and then he's fixing your problem. But you're not looking at him like, yo, I should be with this person because I run to him for everything. He helps solve everything, and he going, well, I'm her Superman, and he gonna want to play Superman in your life. So for me, I don't think you should. I'm not saying that you can't have a homegirl or homeboy. I'm just saying you shouldn't be spending that amount of time with them if that's all you want them to be. Especially when you're the opposite sex. I don't think you should be hanging out with that person every single motherfucking day.
I mean, friends are friends, man. I've had, in my past, I've had 1 or 2 female friends that I was extremely tight with.
Did you ever knock them off?
Huh?
Did you ever knock them off?
Not every single one. I mean, some of them. I mean, to be honest with you, if I have to be totally honest with you, my close female friendships usually started as intimate relationships, right? With people who I didn't necessarily have an interest in being in a relationship with, but because I'm like a collector of good people, right? Because they were such good-hearted people, I was like, hey, let's just stop the intimacy and let's be friends, right? Because for one, I'm not gonna give you what it is that you're looking for, which is a relationship. You know what I mean? And after a while, I get tired of seeing the hurt in that person. I'm not trying to sell nobody no dream. If I know that it's never gonna go where you want it to, we might as well just stop the intimacy and just be friends. Because I think you're a great person.
No,
I may not want to be with you in a
and I
relationship.
agree with you.
You know,
There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, when men somehow, some way, it usually can end up with intimacy because y'all spending that much time in the same vicinity of each other.
I mean, well, bro, I'm not your average man, and I tend to compartmentalize. Like I put people in their boxes and I leave them there. You know what I mean? So if in my mind, if I don't want it to go there, it's never gonna go there. You know, you understand?
No,
And that's not to say that on the other hand that I'm also not like other guys that it can't kind of grow into something after a while. I'm not saying that's not a possibility, but I know most parts I tend to compartmentalize situations.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, I just think it's a dangerous game for ladies. I'm giving ladies the warning. Like, I don't
Most
know if
times someone ends up getting hurt
in that
because
situation
someone catches
because you
feelings
spend
sooner or
too
later.
much time. I'm not saying you can't have a male friend or a female friend. I'm just saying I don't know if you could spend.
Because at the same time, I know a lot of my female friends had feelings for me.
Yeah, I don't think you could spend fucking 4 days a week with a nigga. Like it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You see your homegirl, she your friend. You might see every 6 months. See you at the barbecue. You might run out and do something real quick, but that's it. You can't be every day like Feelings are bound to happen on somebody, and somebody, like you said, gonna get hurt. So it is what it is, man. What else I want to tell you, Mo? I had something else to tell. Oh, saw this crazy thing, man. Well, it was crazy for me. I was watching one of those things, online again. You know me. It was this 24-year-old lady, and basically she had like 2 brain tumors. She had came up to talk on this panel, and she was saying she had 2 brain tumors and she really couldn't feed herself. She couldn't clean herself, and her boyfriend, who was working 2 or 3 jobs, he was he had stopped working to take care of her.
Oh yeah.
To feed her, to clothe her, take care of her. And she got better, thank God, after a year. And now the boyfriend is working 2 or 3 jobs to kind of get shit back because he put himself in a financial rut, stay home with her. And now she's like, yo, she want to leave him because he's boring.
She doesn't know if he's worth it.
He's worth it. And I was like, yo, this got to be like the most selfish person in the fucking face of the planet. Yeah, it was just, come on, my nigga.
Is it? I mean, in a perfect world, yes. But I've come to realize, man, that don't do for people if it's because you expect them to do for you back. And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't expect them to do back for you, right? It's just, I don't know, man. I think I'm just adjusting to what the world has become. And I'm adjusting to the fact that people are so selfish and self-centered, bro. That I've gotten to a point where it's almost like I'm more shocked than anything when I actually find a good person, because most people out here are just so self-centered, man.
I can't agree with
that.
that.
And it doesn't mean, look, and when I say that, it doesn't mean that I have an expectation of people being effed up or that I'm willing to accept someone being effed up. It's just that I'm no longer surprised when someone is effed up.
I feel like you jaded. Like that's what it sounds like. Yeah, fuck it. You just expect bullshit.
No, I just said I don't have an expectation. It's just I'm no longer surprised by it when it happens.
But I still think that's an expectation. Like
That's not.
You're not surprised by it, right? Like for me, that's still somewhat of an expectation. Like, oh yeah, people gonna be fucked up. Right,
because they are. Because they are.
For me,
that's the reality.
For me, I believe in, and I don't think I don't think he was expecting something back. I think he did it genuinely. I saw nobody stops what they doing because they don't care about you for a year to wipe your ass.
Yeah, they do it because they care.
Wipe your ass, feed you because he cared. But for you to go, yo, he's boring. He's working too much. You can't take me out. This man just took the time out. That's selfish, bro.
I totally agree with you.
100% selfish for somebody to take that type of time, that type of concern, that type of dedication, that type of care to you as a person that couldn't do for yourself, and you go, yo, I'm just giving up on this person. That says a lot about your character. It says a lot about who you are. Like You're not a nice person
I
inside.
totally agree, but let me explain my take a little bit more, bro. You have to understand that a huge part of survival begins with awareness of your environment. So when I say what I say, I'm not going to be in the jungle aware that, oh my God, there's lions everywhere, but I'm going to pretend as if it's bunny rabbits. No. Because in order for me to survive in the jungle, I have to be aware of what's in my environment. So what I'm saying is the world that we grew up in, the world has changed. You understand? Unfortunately, people are changing, and a lot of people are self-centered. So it's not that I have the expectation. I just keep the awareness that there's some selfish people out here. So what I'm saying is when I come across these people now, I'm no longer shocked because I'm aware of the fact that this is what the world is becoming. And I think it also works in my favor because I'm aware of what's out there. It allows me to appreciate good people even more when I find them because I understand that they're becoming more rare in this world.
So, that's all that should sound good. But I think in his world, he was never looking at the lion. He was looking at his person as the bunny. That's why he took the time
Then
out.
maybe he needs to be
But
better at deciphering who
but
he's dealing with.
that was his person. I've seen you take people on in your life, and I would go, yo, that person is a lion, and you go, no, I'm gonna nurture this bunny in that person.
And guess what? And
And
when I
guess
found
what?
out they were a lion,
No,
at this
sometimes
point,
you
it's
still
like,
stick around and nurture it
And-
because you believe in it. So I don't think he saw a lion. We're not talking about the world. We're talking about somebody he chose to give his heart to. Somebody that yeah, I understand what you're saying about the world. I'm not telling you it's not this out here and this joke out here. This is somebody he took the time out to say, yo, I love you. And not only do I love you so much that I'm gonna sacrifice what I got going on for work, and I'm gonna make sure that we okay, so you could be okay. I don't think he looked at her as a lion, because I'm pretty sure if he thought she was a lion, he'd have left. He wouldn't even address the lion.
well, he chose wrong, bro.
That could be true, but that could
That
be
and that's
true.
all I'm
That
saying.
could be
Like,
true, but I don't feel like he chose. I just think
I
that
don't
shit is
think.
crazy, bro.
Look,
Like,
my
who the
bruh,
fuck does that?
I'm not, and in no
And how you
way,
get up-
and in
last-
no way am I
hold up.
saying he's
Hold
wrong.
up, son. And how you get up on a live forum as a woman
And
and
that's
even said
yo,
that shit?
bro. That's
That's the
another
crazy shit. Like, how you even-
that's another part I
you
don't.
embarrass your motherfucking
Yeah,
self.
but guess
and
what? But forget about that. That's another part I don't understand.
He
And
probably got a
this
girl
is
knocking at his door
and
right
this
now.
is for me. This is for me where fault lies on the man as well, is because what type of man are you that this woman feels comfortable coming on social media and exposing to the world with no fear of consequence of how you're going to react when this gets back to you? That is, because I see women all the time. Oh yeah, I'm messing with this guy and this, and yo, you have no fear of what the reaction is going to be when this gets back to him? Because, and this is something I was going to post just a week ago, right? Either you have a perfect woman or you need to look at yourself as a man. If you've never said to your woman, yo, who the fuck you think you talking to? I'm sorry, bro. Because and I'm saying this because of the women of today. If you've never said to your woman, yo, who the fuck you think you talking to? Then that means either you have the perfect woman or you need to look in the mirror at yourself as a fucking man.
You might be a sucker.
But
You're
you
suave.
do you get where I'm coming from, Styles? Like,
I hear you.
because they are wild at the mouth these days, bro. And I've caught myself a couple of times going, yo, who the fuck you think you talking to?
And if she don't catch herself,
Oh, no. She definitely catch her goddamn
but
self.
if she don't catch herself after you say
Like,
that, then you gotta check yourself.
Yo,
out.
like, yeah, bruh.
You might be the pussy.
Like, yo, who you think you talking to?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I'm not these dudes from your past, kid. You better chill out and conform to what's going on now, because this ain't that.
Real quick, in some news, this regular
Every
news.
now and then, y'all need to say a good who the fuck you think you talking to, man. Like, for real.
And some other news, AI has now challenged 100 years of forensic science that fingerprints are not really that unique.
Mm.
So basically, there was a test about saying how they was just testing fingerprints against other fingerprints that's on your hands, and was trying to say those fingerprints was unique. So they took 60,000 fingerprints. But what the AI finally found out with all the 60,000 fingerprints, it's 70% likely, 75% likely that me and you can have the same fingerprints. Now the institution, the forensic science institution, is going, yo, that shit is wrong. The reason why they debating it now,
That shit could overturn a whole bunch of
a whole bunch
cases.
of cases, right?
Yep.
So
Because then that means that they would have to overturn all these cases because that means that can no longer stand up in the court of law.
So fingerprints may not be as unique as we think it is, because AI right now telling us the same.
Allen Iverson is wilding these days, bro.
He definitely is, man.
Ever since he got that 50 mil, bro, Allen Iverson is wilding.
You know what I mean? You got any questions? Because we finito.
I just want to talk about one thing. One topic I have, well, actually two. In a bit of celebrity news, Glorilla's sister, by the name of Scarface, calls her out for allegedly not helping her parents and siblings, accuses her of leaving them behind in Memphis and letting their mom work at FedEx. She says she ain't messed with us since she got on, and they haven't spoken to her in 4 years. Your thoughts? First of all, before you say anything, I would like to say this. Whenever I see people bring stuff to social media, it makes it questionable to me. Because what is your goal, right? Is your goal to assassinate this person's character? Is your goal to humiliate this person in front of the world? Or is your goal to resolve the situation, right? Because when you bring it to social media, what is that going to fix?
I don't know. Maybe it's a cry for help, but I can't really. I don't know the backstory. Maybe her family treated her like shit, made her feel like shit, and she don't want to talk to them no more. I don't know.
But you just said Tracy Morgan was wrong for not giving something.
No,
Her family's still in still in
they're
Memphis.
not homeless?
No, still in
I said
Memphis.
some-
Wait. Her
You
family.
gonna keep
Hold
wait,
on.
wait,
Wait.
no.
Her family's still in Memphis. They're
you gonna keep
struggling.
doing-
She said her Glorilla's father just had to ask the mother to borrow $100. This is what the sister said.
That's not what you said.
All right.
I'm going by what
Well,
you said.
okay, but I'm saying it now. I'm saying it now.
You know, he trying to
I'm
catch
saying.
me now.
Hold on.
I said somebody was hungry. I'm not stopping the
They
person.
she
I
and
made it
and the
clear.
sister
Hold
saying
up.
we hungry.
Hold up. And I made it clear. It wasn't to give a nigga no money. I said to feed somebody.
Okay. Well, they're saying they're hungry.
If they hungry, gorilla, feed your family, my nigga. I don't say. This nigga, whatever. What else your topic, man? Because I ain't got time for bullshit.
All right. And lastly, I thought this was interesting. You familiar with Turning Point USA, which was the organization that Charlie Kirk started?
Okay, cool. Okay.
You know, that goes to colleges and this and that. Well, Turning Point USA has put together their own halftime show in retaliation of Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl. Their halftime show will include performances by Kid Rock, Bradley Gilbert, Lee Brice, and Gabby Barrett. I don't know who the hell the last three people are. But it's just so crazy that,
You can't hate that much, bro.
Thank you, and that's what I was about to
It can't be that much
say.
hate in the
It
world.
can't be that serious that y'all are that upset that Bad Bunny is performing at the halftime show with the Super Bowl that y'all went and did a whole other show in retaliation of that.
That says a lot about who you are. I seen this thing today, Mo, and it was even for me, it was
Eye-opening?
eye-opening and impactful. It was this dude. He was explaining something about an orange. He said, it looked like it was an old video. He said, if you take an orange, you keep squeezing the orange, you keep squeezing the orange. He said, what's gonna come out of it?
Orange juice.
Orange juice, right? He said, no matter how hard you squeeze that orange,
Water ain't coming out of it.
you can't get water.
Kool-Aid ain't coming out of it.
It's always gonna be an orange. And he was basically saying that, so whatever you squeeze, if somebody squeezes you, if somebody makes you angry, if somebody makes you happy, whatever comes out of you is who you are.
Violence.
Right? So that's who you be. And anytime these people get squeezed, you see
Ugliness and hate comes out
hate
of them.
and ugliness come out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what brings you back to this, because you squeeze in them and you put Bad Bunny in front of them, and he's like, oh no, we can't have that. He's not from this country. Yo, this is a land full of fucking immigrants.
And he's
Your
Puerto Rican. I thought Puerto Rico was part of the U.S.
Say, right?
Only when it's convenient.
Only when it's convenient to these dudes. And and I saw this other thing I was watching. I don't know if it was Netflix. I was watching something, and it's so funny. Was it? I don't know what I was watching. I was watching something. Was it with KRS? I don't remember who it was. But I remember watching a lot of older movies. The white people that was here had a problem with the Irish whites.
And the Italians.
They had a problem with the Italians, right? Those are immigrants that they had the problem with from the beginning. Now you guys are part of the collective, and now those same immigrants, the Italians,
now y'all looking down upon
y'all looking down at everybody else. It's like, yo, y'all just want to hate. I never want to become the oppressor. Like, even if black people got in power today.
But I think that's part of the brainwashing, though. Because even some black people, bro, like secretly look down on other blacks. The second that they get some type of affluence or wealth, the second
that's our problem. Yeah, that's our problem. But like I said to you, I would never look down on nobody, bro.
And
be like, yo, man, fuck them Chinese niggas. Fuck that Haitian nigga. Fuck that Arabic nigga. Fuck that Jew nigga. I don't have that in my... Yo, if you good, you good. And if you bad, I don't want you next to me. That's it. I don't have that hate for you because
and good
where
and
you
bad
come from.
comes from all different parts of the world. Good and bad comes from all different races. Good and bad comes in so many different forms and colors and shapes, man. Like that's the reality. There's good and bad in every single nationality, every single race, creed, whatever, man, But unfortunately, when you're talking about the Western world, and once again, and this is what I mean by awareness. I don't know why this shit still surprises us. This has been America forever.
No, don't surprise us. Listen,
like,
if you didn't put that on my radar, I wouldn't even care about it. It's just that you brought it up. I'm like, why would you even like?
Yeah, but why? Because it's what they've been doing.
And guess what? So crazy. And I'm not saying they should have, but you put all these white Americans. Why you didn't get some black Americans put in there?
Because that's the issue, man.
All right then, but then they had a problem with Hitler. I don't know, but some of them do still wave the Nazi flags too, so I guess they did.
On the low?
On the low, right?
Well, no, they can't, because you know who rules the world.
Well, listen, man, on that note, Brooklyn, we out. I got to play the catch, man. I got to go.